Yes, hello, hi.
Yes, hello, hi. New moon in Leo.
New moon in Leo. I don't know why I'm pretending to be excited because I have nothing in Leo and I've found it really hard to get into this one.
Yeah, same. Well, my rising is Leo, but I still find it hard to. I mean, we're late. Like, new moon is
Yeah.
2 days from now, so no editing this time.
Sorry, guys. It's just gonna be raw. We're keeping it real though. We're keeping it real. Yeah,
Yeah,
because you should have lots of Leo, like you present as a Leo, right? Is that what the rising means? That's how the world
yeah,
sees you. So the world should see you as
yeah,
fiery, passionate, arrogant, self-centered, not self-centered, self-assured, confident. Um,
yeah. I feel like people, well, because I've heard that before, people around me telling me like how when they are around me, they feel like they can achieve anything, they can conquer the world because I just boost everyone because I'm boosted.
yeah, man, I definitely agree. I definitely agree.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Anyway, this is not an Amu appreciation session, although that too. But we are also going to be talking about other stuff that's going on in this month of August and leading up to the full moon in Pisces. So from new moon in Leo, we have 2 weeks, and then it's going to be full moon in Pisces. So what have we got going on? Oh, first of all, let's just introduce ourselves properly. So I'm Rainel Lawrence. I am in the Black Queen of Pentacles, which is our coven, our witch's coven, and I am a menstruality coach and a tarot reader. And I also give or deliver baby scopes, and that's my passion at the moment. So if you're having a baby soon, or a friend of yours is having a baby soon, then if you'd like to take advantage of my offer, it's 100 English pounds and it's like a 22 page. I should have brought one. I'll get one before the end of the session and I'll show you what they look like. But it's a beautiful A5, 22 pages, just all about your baby's astrology. So I talk about their sun sign, their moon sign, their Venus sign, everything they have going on in each of the houses. And it's just a beautiful keepsake that gives you information on this new soul that you've just brought Earthside and how to best support them and what their challenges and gifts are. So that's what I love doing.
It's so nice. I love the one you did for Oni Baby.
I love that one. It took me so much longer because I was like, oh, every decision I was like, I don't know which color should that be.
Well, you want it perfect because it's yours, of
Yeah,
course.
exactly.
Uh, and I am Amu Clarity, and I'm a tarot reader as well. I do also video editing and crochet designer. So anything fashionable, I can crochet it.
Yeah, man. You've just been branching out into like Rasta wear, is it? Or like what would you call it? Is it for Rasta?
Yeah, I really want to like specialize in Rasta wear, but I mean I'm taking orders, so anything you want, like even if you want something like all bubbly and pink, I can do it for you. Like I recently did a big piece. Unfortunately, I can't show it because I mean I delivered the project already. But if you go on my Instagram page, you can find out what I'm doing. So
Nice.
Amu Clarity on Instagram.
You've made some really nice beachwear that I saw. Love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, swimwear. So if you want to join us, oh sorry, we also identify as modern witches. Forgot to mention that somehow. So if you'd like
Somehow.
to join our coven, we have a little Telegram group where you can get all of the information, and we'll be posting these videos that we do every fortnight for the new and full moons, and also just spell ideas and like the history of witchcraft, things like that, human design. So if you want to join the Telegram group, that is the QR code right there on your screens now.
And I want to mention as well, it's really a light chat in a sense that your phone is not going to vibrate every 5 minutes. So yeah, because I mean, I think it's the same for both of us. I don't like being in a group chat and the phone keep ringing and people sharing pictures of their cats and nothing relevant with the actual subject of the chat. I'm a cat lady, don't come for me.
Hey, I was going to say, well, it sounds like you hate cats and you love cats. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like somebody's lunch, it's not like that. And some of the Telegram groups that you find yourself in have like thousands of participants, so then it's like non-stop. But yeah, this is not that. Um, we won't be spamming you, so you can rest assured. So what else? That's the introductions done. What else is going on in the
New
sky?
moon in Leo. First of all, this new moon may inspire us to get in touch with our passions, our hobbies, and prioritize joy. So basically, anything that makes you happy, you're gonna feel like tended to go towards this direction. And one of the qualities of Leo energy is simplicity. So look at what you could do to simplify your life. Sometimes we are overcomplicating things, or our emotion make it worse than it really is. Okay, so check in with yourself and create intentions aligned with joy and simplicity. New moon, new beginning. So you have the opportunity here to focus your intention or on what makes you happy, basically.
Love that. Okay, that's good.
Um,
So we've also got the sun, which is the ruler of Leo, is going to be squaring Jupiter. And as we've mentioned in the past, Jupiter's this planet of like expansion and luck and kind of pushing forwards into our aspirations and dreams. So if you get a natal chart from somewhere, just Google free birth chart or free natal chart, you can see where Leo is in your astrology. And this is where the expansive planet, the lucky planet of Jupiter, is going to be impacting you. So if, like me, you have no Leo going on at all in your chart, then at least try to draw on all that Leo energy that's just around in general. So like Amu mentioned, simplicity, joy, self-expression, like being the protagonist of your life story. That's what Leo energy represents. So focus on that, even if you don't have anything particularly going on for you in this in that part of your chart. And what else do we have? Quite a few squares, quite a few trines. So Venus is squaring Uranus. So Venus again is this planet of love and romance and art and pleasure and comfort. So when it's squaring Uranus, it's kind of it loves attention, but because of this square, the attentions that's received can be kind of unexpected or unwanted, and there's like a desire for excitement and risk, but you have to kind of temper that with, is that a good idea? You know, I'm attracted to that person, but maybe they're not the most worthy of my love, and you know, it might feel daring and exciting, but just kind of don't let that square of Uranus let you get swept up into something that's not for you. That would be my advice. We also have a couple of trines going on. So Chiron is trine Jupiter, and Chiron is this wounded healer that we've spoken about in the past. So this means that you're likely to face, when Chiron is trine Jupiter, it means that you're likely to face challenges and deep wounds, all of that childhood healing that we need to do, that have a drastic impact on your ideals and spiritual beliefs. So when this kind of wounded healer awakening happens, whereby you realize there's things that you're hanging on to or that you're not quite over, when those awakenings occur, it means that you shouldn't hang on to like this delusional thinking of like, oh, you know, I'm over it, or that didn't impact me. It's time to like actually face facts, you know, face up to the past and face up to the hurts that you've endured, because that's the only way we really grow, isn't it? And it's so easy to kind of deny it or distract oneself. And we've also got the sun trine Chiron. So this means that you've got an ability to find empowerment at this time, and inspiration, and to trust your feelings at this time. And even if they're unconventional or people kind of disagree, or you even doubt, you know, where am I getting this intuition from? Don't question it, just go with it, because this is a really good time for that wounded healer energy to like illuminate and guide you. So trust that. I feel like I am speaking a lot and I've still got 3 more. So is there something you want to do from your page, Emma? And then we'll come back to that one. We probably should have split.
Sure, we can go with
Go back.
Venus. Yeah, you can. Yeah, perfect. So I have 3 something to mention here. Venus retrograde. So we talked about it already. Venus been in retrograde for a while and still is going to be in retrograde. We have to live with it. So basically, if Venus retrograde has been active for you, well, watch out, because this new moon could bring thing to climax. So basically, you're going to feel it time 10, time 100, however you want to calculate, but it's going to be really present around your energy. Venus retrograde usually point out relationship issues, so with others, but also with money and even with yourself. All right, so from inside of you. So if we talk about relationship with others, it might trigger around setting boundaries and learning when to walk away. So if we go back to your intuition, listen to your intuition, all right? And if you are dealing with relationship conflicts at the moment, try to take a step back and see if you can look at the situation from the outside, from a different angle. Like, how is it impacting you and why is it triggering you, or what lesson is there to learn and how to grow out of it? Because you heard me say that already. Rejection is protection and redirection. And when I say rejection, I'm not necessarily talking about uh, a physical rejection, but in a sense that if you feel like things are not going quite as you wanted them to be, it's okay. It's for your own good. It's for your higher good, actually.
Mm.
Then we have Black Moon Lilith. So first of all, Black Moon Lilith is not something. It's more of a location. So it's like the dark side of the moon. So when the moon is closer to Earth, we have super moon. So we are in this energy right now. The 2 past full moon were super moon, and the next one also. So you feel it even more because it is a super moon. Basically, the Black Moon Lilith is, when I said it's the dark side of the moon, it's because it's the face of the moon we don't see. All right. But now it's closer. So it's really present. Black Moon Lilith give us a boost to stand our ground, standing for yourself, owning your self-worth and all. So basically, whatever feels right for you, go for it. All right. This energy presents our deepest desire, which want to be expressed. So allow this energy to flow and let your light shine.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. After that we have Uranus, the Great Awakener. So this planet is also called the Great Awakener because it represents innovation, change, and unconventional thinking. So this planet forced us to reveal our truth and also bring clarity to our ideas. So Uranus is ruled by Aquarius. We saw it recently that Aquarius energy is mostly oriented to logic and neutrality. So pretty rational, without emotion, right? And when you combine all these 3 energy, I feel like we're gonna have lots of revelation that will push us to stand firm and acknowledge what really resonates in us. But most importantly, act accordingly. So listen to your intuition, trust your gut, and walk in your own truth, basically.
Nice. Love that. It's making me think as well. The Uranus stuff with Aquarius is making me think about all the like alien disclosures now. Like, have you heard about in the US they've been saying, like, like we have had contact with aliens and UFOs for a long time, and that's coming out under this Uranus Great Awakener energy, which isn't surprising actually. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So what else have we got going on? We've got the sun conjunct Venus, and like I said, Venus is this sort of love and beauty planet. So the sun there, sun conjunct Venus means that the sun and Venus are connecting at exact degrees in the sky. So this marks a time of romantic reflection and desire. especially since it's occurring in this fire sign of Leo. So just be careful not to overdo the kind of passionate, overzealousness that comes with Leo at this time. Venus trine Chiron also. So that could mean that you might be going back to an old relationship and reevaluating what you want. And that puts you in touch with what hurt in the past. So just be gentle with yourself. And there's also this like effortless compassion and confidence that comes with Venus trine Chiron. So the wound is nothing to be ashamed of. We all get hurt. We are human and things happen and they impact us. So be honest about that. And use this intensity from Venus to look at what you value and help you to see that true beauty and love actually needs that confrontation with pain and discomfort. Like that's kind of the only way we ever get there. We have to be a bit vulnerable, don't we? If you keep everything superficial and surface level, then that isn't true intimacy. So in a sense, it's always going to involve some level of like pain or opening or showing of your vulnerable side or your wounds. And this is a good time for it with Venus trine Chiron. And then we have Sun square Uranus. So this means that you could be quick to lose your temper or snap or send a nasty text or email or get out of line with somebody and regret it. So just try your best to fly under the radar with that and to just kind of be aware that there's that energy around of like losing your rag. So try not to. I mean, you may fail, but try. So we're going to move on to our ceremony side. And like I said, Leo has this star quality and like the real star of their own life kind of thing. And they love to be center stage, but they have a high self-esteem. So to try and harness some of this, because we still have this Lionsgate portal going on that was kind of peaked on the 8th of August, but it's still in play until I think the end of, not sure actually, end of August or end of November, can't remember, but it's still in play. So I wanted to look at places where we might feel shame or regret and use what's called tapping or emotional freedom techniques to reduce those negative feelings and get into our like Leo self-confidence space. So for those who haven't experienced tapping before, it's based off of like meridians. So what you are encouraged to do is to sort of think about or describe out loud, whichever you prefer, an incidents where you felt shame or upset or regret. And once you've spoken it through once, you then tap at these very specific points and speak it through or think it through again. So I'll show you the points now. So we start with the top of the eyebrow, then you go to the side of the eyebrow, then you go just below the eye socket. It's quite a sensitive area, so don't tap too hard there. Then you go to your upper lip, then you go to your chest, and then I think it's under the ribs. And then lastly, top of the head. And apologies if I've got that in the wrong order, but it works beautifully. So I must be doing something right. So I'll just show you again. It's here, here.
By the way, the Lionsgate portal is from July 26th to August 12th.
Oh, 12th. Okay, so we passed it. Dang
Yeah,
it.
it's done.
Right, well,
Finished.
Whoops. Ribs and then finally head. So I mean, it's quite a personal thing about what we've experienced to do with shame. So I won't expect anybody or expect you or I to be vocal about that. But I guess we could give like a short moment of quiet for us to just think it and do some tapping. So I'll just set a little timer here. I'll just go to it for like 3 minutes. And of course, if you're watching the playback on YouTube, you can just skip this if you prefer. But yeah, that's what we'll go for. Or unless, I mean, if you feel comfortable, Emma, you're more than welcome to tell us all of your shameful actions. But no,
there's nothing I'm thinking about at the moment.
Okay.
I'm not the kind of person who's gonna hold on regret because I just assume I'm confident in what I'm doing, you know, and if I do something or feel something that I just walk past it, you know.
Yeah, and that's what this like is such a good practice, because sometimes I'll like, for instance, I used it quite recently in college. Like I said, I tried to crack a joke, and you know, like sometimes the joke doesn't go well and like nobody laughs, you don't get it. And I was like, oh no, like, oh, and, you know, and you just kind of thinking it through. And I'm like, fuck. So I just quickly went, like, you kind of have this phrase that you can use. So you say, even though, so for instance, I'd say, even though I attempted to be funny and it failed, I still completely and utterly love and respect myself. So you say, no, insert terrible clanger here. I still completely love and respect myself. And it
Yeah.
just immediately passes. And I think like what you were saying about logic and rationality, like with the air signs, so Gemini, Libra, I think we are a bit inclined towards that overthinking, whereas earth signs like you are just like, oh well. So
this happened next.
Like we'll be like still lying there the night of, like, oh god. Clang up.
I just step on it. I did it. It's finished now.
And
what's coming?
But no, it's a really good practice. So I'll just give 60 seconds, I think, to do a short round of that. Because yeah, I actually can't think of anything too bad I've done.
Yeah.
I'll just use a big one that my mum keeps having a go at me for. Like, I don't care, but she does. So maybe I can clear it for her. Lovely. All right.
Quite nice.
Yeah, it's a nice thing. So yeah, if you do ever get a conscience and start caring about things you've done, then there's that. I hope you don't. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Tarot reading. Let's pull some cards. So I think I want to go with advice or what we should focus on for, let's say, until the next lunation. So what should we focus on until the next lunation? Nice. Oh my God. I love that. All right.
What do we have?
So we have nice cards. Okay, we have 4 cards. So the first one that came out, 10 of Wands. So this one is like walking with your baggage, walking with everything that you lived, walking with some kind of weight on your shoulder. But Wands is fire energy, right? It's passion. So basically, take your passion on your back and walk with it. And then we have the Hermit card. So I feel like in this case, it really represents wisdom, and so turning your knowledge into wisdom. So you've been there already, you learned things already, so now it's time to apply the knowledge you have and turn it into wisdom. And then we have the 4 of Cups. So Cups is emotional energy, but here in this case, I feel like it's about, you know, when we were talking about like stand your ground and take what's yours and basically leave behind what is not yours. So it's like this person is refusing to take the other person's truth. The person is just, I don't want it. It's not for me. I don't want it. And then we have the Star. This is one of my favorite cards of all, because the Star represents dream come true and let your light shine, and again be the protagonist of your own story.
Nice. Yeah. So we had 10 of Wands, Hermit. What was the third card?
4 of Cups.
Ooh, nice.
And the Star. Sorry, I don't know if you saw that. Someone was calling me.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't hear. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so the 10 of Wands, I thought that was the like harvest card of like reaping what you've sown, but actually I think I'm thinking of a 10 of something else. But what I always think about when I hear 10 of Wands is like choose a different tact, kind of. It's like you've tried that method and it got those results. So now, if those results weren't precisely what you wanted, or you think they could have been better, like maybe adapt. So
Turn your knowledge into wisdom.
yeah,
Yeah.
so like overcome, improve by using the past, and yeah. So that's what I always think. And then hermit, I love, because I'm just such a born hermit. So I'm like, yeah, vindication. So yeah, like go inwards, reflect, have time alone so that you can prepare for the new challenges and new projects. I always think that's what hermit is. What does 9 mean to you? Because I know hermit is number 9, isn't it?
Yes. Number 9 to me is like, it's not quite complexion, it's just the step before. Like you can contemplate the complexion, you can see the finish line, but you still have one step to make in order to reach the finish line.
Right. So it's like, yeah, almost there, nearly there. So give it one more push, don't give up. Reflect somewhat if you have a little time or space. Nice. And then 4 of Cups. So 4s are all about stability, security, foundations. Cups are water, yin, femininity, like how we contain what, or how we contain things in our lives. Yeah, 4 of Cups is nice. I like 4 of Cups. And then what was the last one? Oh, the Star. Yeah.
The Star.
Yeah. Okay, so I'd say overall, that's really positive, isn't it? It's like you've done a lot. You're almost there. You're on the way towards stardom. I'm so glad that the star came up when we've got this, because it is literally the personification of Leo almost, isn't it? I know strength is actually the Leo card, but it really defines it well.
Yeah, for real, because I mean, being a superstar, being the superstar of your reality, and like owning your truth, we mention it, and we also talk about going inward. So yeah, moving forward, the complexion, the what's that word? Basically, what I'm trying to say is focus on your light and let it shine as much as you can.
Yeah, and specifically yours, because nobody else can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
And nobody else shine like you, so
Awesome. Nice. Oh, that's sweet. Well done. Thank you.
yeah.
I think that is all for us today. Like we said, we've been a little bit sort of lackadaisical about this one, but we are back for the full moon in Pisces on August 30th. So yeah, I assume we're going to be a little bit more organized and on it. And yeah, look out, watch this space, join us over on Telegram so you can hear more.
Yes. And if you ever feel like this presentation is worth a donation, we appreciate any kind of amount, $1, $10, $100, $1,000, $1 million. We're gonna take it all.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you again soon. Mwah.
Love and light.
Light.